What's going on, everybody? It's your buddy Adrian here today with Frag Hits. Oh, look, he showed up on time again today. 2 in a row. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks. And before we go ahead and get into this, no, I'm not wearing the same shirt from 2 different days in a row. I just finished the video. It takes me a long time to edit these stupid things because the problem is when you get into this is you learn how to edit. And then you're like, ooh, this is a cool feature. Oh, let me take a little bit over here. Let me take a little bit over here. And a little bit. Try to piece of stuff in, and then it starts getting too complex, and all of a sudden you look at the clock like, damn, man, I've been in here for what?
One debt to society later.
Holy shit, it's been a week? Yeah, if you all are professional editors and stuff like that, and you're really good at it, and you can bang these things out in 20, 30 minutes, cool. Hand to God over here. I legitimately have spent time editing some of these videos for an entire 12-hour period for some of these because I'm like, I don't know what to do. And there's so many options, you're just like overloaded with options, kind of like the fragrance world. So let this video right here and any videos that I put out here be the guide for you. That's why I'm doing individual fragrances. At this present moment, I am going to have lists. I'm going to have my top 5s. I'm going to have the most complimented stuff. I'm going to have office fragrance safe. I'm going to have a different type of selections, but these individual ones, these are for you. For you, the person watching this video, yes, you chilling, holding your iPhone or holding your Android phone, vice versa. Don't quarrel about that stupid stuff. For you, the viewer, I'm doing these specifically for you, so that way when you're out in the store and you're like, damn, I really want to get this video, I really want to get this sample, or I really want to get this fragrance, but I have no idea. Here you go. I am doing another sample size edition. I'm gonna either do sample size Saturday or sample size Sunday. You let me know which ones you'd like it better. I have right here is a whole bowl of fragrances. Most of these, and I would say almost every single one of these, I have never smelled before, and I just ordered a whole bunch of them and just said, screw it. Pop them in this bucket, I'll go blind. I don't wanna know what I'm looking at or what I'm getting. I'm just gonna pull it out randomly.
That's what she said.
And I'm gonna keep my eyes right here so you can kind of see above the camera. See, I'm not cheating or anything like that. No perif. Closing my eyes, spinning it around, tossing it like it's some freaking, like, Asian wok food. Hopefully I'm not dropping too many on the felt one, hit my toe, but Invictus Platinum. This is what the card looks like. These are the notes that are in there. I'm not trying not to look at them. Whatever. So I'm gonna put a couple squirts on here. Damn near sprayed myself in the eyeball with that one. Looks like a little thumb through the light, don't it? Mm-hmm. Maybe tell me thumbs up. It's gonna be a good one. It's an Paco Rabanne Invictus Platinum. I'm letting it air, I'm letting it settle, I'm letting the oils marinate, compose themselves to do what they're supposed to do. I'm not gonna go straight in and actually huff it. And again, people are gonna be smelling you through the air. Keep that in mind. So when you're going, it's gonna smell different here, 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 and here. Some notes are gonna be more prevalent than others. In the air, this shit smells amazing. I hate to say it, but Paco Rabanne, in general, puts out, for me, pretty good fragrances overall. They really do. They consistently put out decent stuff. And I shouldn't even be saying decent stuff. They consistently put out good stuff. They are usually looking to appeal to as many people as humanly possible, and they're not a niche company. Niche tries to cater to this demographic, or this demographic, or this small, finite one person who likes freaking fecal matter, oud, leather, with a punch of mint in the middle of it or something like that. No, they're shotgun blasting it, bro. Hit everybody in this category over here. This whole section of the pie, that's what Paco Rabanne does. They want that. So if you're looking to shotgun blast as many people or try to allure as many people as possible, Paco Rabanne. There you go. All right, so what are you getting with this one? Now, what we're gonna talk about with this one are the 4 key points that everybody wants to know. Number 1, longevity. Number 2, the projection. How far is this thing pushing off your body? And yes, I look like an airport director, like bringing in the plane or something like that. But when you're moving around, you're creating little air currents around you. So if you are one, kind of like myself, if you use your hands to talk sometimes, that is not going to just stick right on you. So if you're pushing like this, it tends to go a little bit further. You're creating a smell trail. How far does that go? So I don't know that yet. In this room, I'm gonna do a quick walk. I feel like Scooby-Doo right now. Sniffing the room around, walking around, waiting for like some crazy goofball character to come busting in. Pow!
Let me at him! Let me at him!
Scared the shit out of me, trying to spook me out of buying this hotel. Not today. Not today, Mr. Scary person trying to creep me out from buying this multi-million-dollar hotel. I'm buying this or my client is gonna buy this something. I ain't got that type of money. Maybe someday with YouTube. It ain't happening today though, brother. The projection on this is 4.5 to maybe 5 feet. I will test this out. The same thing as I said before. I real world test it. I'll put it on. Can you smell me from here? Can you smell me from here? Can you smell me from here? I will test it out and I'll physically measure and give you in the notes either here or here. The longevity, again, I don't yet know. I'm gonna put it on my skin. I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna put it. This is the actual projection on the card and as well as on my skin. Remember, clothing and cards, it will stay longer. Skin, your skin creates heat. It will dissipate sooner than it will on an inanimate object like your clothing or a card, especially the card. The card sticks around forever. Your clothing, if you're not wearing it, it's not creating heat. The heat dissipates the stuff so it doesn't last as long, but it sticks better to your clothing than it does on your skin. Different levels of complexity. Shortest, next to shortest, inanimate object, probably the longest because it soaks in. What does it smell like to me so far? It's very nice. It's very pleasing. It's very aromatic. It's not overpowering in any way. It's a very creamy, seductive smell in the middle of this. There's some kind of floral, lavenderish vibe that I'm getting in this, like a slight citrusy undertone. And I think, can't tell, but there's like a very faint smell of a mint. I think there's a mint in here somewhere. A lavender and a mint of some sort. And there's some note in here that I cannot for the life of me put it together. I know I've smelled it somewhere before. I've smelled it, but I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna look up the notes right now. I'll be right back. All right, so what the notes are, you're gonna have grapefruit. The one I didn't recognize, but I knew I smelled it before, absinthe. Not many fragrances using absinthe out there, so it's a little bit different. Maybe it'll make you stand out a little bit more. In the mid notes, boom, mint, lavender. Smell those for sure. And then base notes, you have cypress and patchouli. So you do have a lot of green nuances in this. Even in the picture that I looked up for, the absinthe color that they're using is green, and green absinthe is usually kind of the vibe that I guess I would get from this. But overall, this is a very solid fragrance. Any situation, very versatile, office safe, not a club. I wouldn't, it's too soft for the club. It's not projecting enough for the club. So heavy, crowded spaces. If you want to stand out, you're gonna have to spray a decent amount of stuff on this, like 6-7 sprays or more for sure to really push it. But overall, if I were to give this first impression, 7 to 7.5. 7 to 7.5. Maybe it is bordering on that like 7.65. So somewhere in that realm. Pretty good, above average for sure. And you'll find out about all the other stuff. Now, the most important thing for you, because we don't have smell-o-vision, what does it smell like? So, what this smells like is if you were to envision yourself, all right, if you were to envision yourself outside at a resort, not a super crowded resort, but one of those resorts that tends to have a hillside view. There's flowers growing on the hillside going down, and there's a nice breeze that comes up and over the hills, and it cascades into the pool where you have a bunch of lavender fields out there. Over in the distance, you kind of have maybe a couple plants of some cypress trees that are sitting off, and it's cascading up the hillside, giving you a very inviting, fresh, invigorating smell, because that mint comes through and it gives it that invigorating note. that a lot of fragrances just don't tend to have. This gives you that vibe of a little bit more nuances, a little bit more like, hey, this is pretty good. This gives you that energy, that flow, that what you're kind of looking for. Use the flow of what you're looking for. And in your hand, you happen to have a morning grapefruit drink with a shot of absinthe in it. You're not trying to get drunk. You're not trying to have a party or anything like that. You're in the morning mood. You're fresh out of bed, but you're on vacation and you just want to kind of start your day off lightly, trying to get into that, hey, let's go hang out with some friends, let's go party, let's go chill, a cool, relaxing vibe, chill day type of vibe. That's what I get from this one. This has been Sample Size Saturday or Sample Size Sunday. Let me know which one rings off the bell a little bit better for you, or what day hits a little bit better for you. Maybe I'll do one on Saturday, one on Sunday. Party size, you know, that's the days we get to hang out and chill. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one.